Hey everyone, it's Renee Yvonne, the Gen Sexologist, and I'm here today to talk about some erogenous zones that you may be missing out on during sex. So, oftentimes, I think we can, especially women, can probably relate to this, is we tend to think that, or if we're with a partner, the typical things to be tends to be going for the breast, straight for the vagina, and that's it. Like all this other stuff gets missed. There may be some kissing involved, but pretty much those two zones get hit, and we're pretty much done. And we're like, yeah, did a great job, right? And so, and with your partner who has a penis, a male partner, oftentimes what happens is we go straight for the penis and we forget about all the other erogenous zones in the body. So today I want to talk about 12 erogenous zones that you may be missing out on that have lots of nerve endings, lots of feelings there. And I want you to take some time over the next few weeks to just explore these parts with your partner and see how they feel. Try different things on them. So maybe sometimes you might use a vibrator. It may be your hands. It may be lighter touch, firmer touch, feathers, something cold, something hot. Try out different things to see what works for you and your partner. So let's get started with these 12 erogenous zones that you've been missing out on. So the first one, the inner wrist. This is a sensitive area, right? If you touch it, especially lightly, it's kind of pleasurable. So think about touching it, kissing it, licking in that spot. It can be very erotic to your partner. Number two, the nape of the neck. This can be one that might tickle a little for some people. For others, it might feel really good. For some people, that is their spot. So try out the nape of the neck. The butt. Now, I know a lot of men are just like, yeah, I'm going there anyway. But for some people, that area is never touched, particularly sometimes for our male partners. So think about kneading it. It's a big organ. It's one of the larger organs in our larger muscles, sorry, big muscle, one of the larger muscles in our body. So take time. Maybe it needs to be like massaged and kneaded a little bit. Maybe some light touches. Again, try a feather, try cold play with something that's kind of cold on it or something that's kind of warm on it. Massage it a little bit and see how that works out. Your scalp. Oftentimes people never touch your hair, which as a Black woman, we like. But there are times when the scalp feels really good sometimes. I remember as a kid, my mom used to part my hair and she would scratch it and then she put grease in it to keep it moisturized. I'm that old. And so it feels really good to have somebody sometimes just go in and just massage your scalp. I love when my hairstylist washes my hair and she gets in there and she just, oh, it feels so good. So massaging your partner's scalp. Behind the knee is an area that a lot of people don't realize. Lots of nerve endings there. It can feel really pleasurable. Take time to kiss that area, maybe lick it, kiss it and blow on it. Just massage that area and see how your partner responds. Your earlobes. Also another area, sometimes it can be ticklish to some people. It may feel good to others to nibble on it a little bit or to just, just kind of play with it a little bit and see how they respond. Also, just around the ear, all of that space around there can feel really good. Your feet. Now, I know some people have a foot fetish and other people like, don't touch anything on my feet at all. And I don't want to touch anybody else's feet because they think that is disgusting and gross. And some people's feet are. Let's just be real. I'm just going to keep it real. Everybody does not have well-kept feet. But if you have nice feet or your partner has nice feet, a foot massage can be great. Kneading the palm of the foot, if that's what it's called, right in this area of the foot, the ball of the foot feels good, the toes. If you're into sucking toes, that can feel really amazing to some people. There's a lot of nerve endings in the toes that people don't know about, but you probably want to consider, just to make it a little easier, get a basin or a tub and wash your partner's feet. Make sure they're at least clean. Now, again, some people just have bad looking feet. Like no amount of washing is going to help. But just so you know, if you have a partner who's nice, who has nice feet and keeps them up, this is a spot that you don't want to miss out on. The navel and the lower stomach. Now, oftentimes we as women can get a little anxious about that area, especially if we've had children. It's not as tight as it used to be. Maybe it may just be fat there. Again, let's just be real. It may just be fat there, but that area can feel really good to rub or massage. The navel has a lot of nerve endings as well, and that can feel really good to just kind of massage, rub, maybe even kiss and lick there. The small of the back. This is an area that some people also don't realize. So as you're giving your partner maybe a massage and you move down their back, down the back, you hit the small of the back. You can massage there with some nice oils that smell really nice or just feel really smooth. Coconut oil works as well. And then you can also take that time to maybe kiss right down the center of the spine. That feels amazing to some people because, again, lots of nerve endings there, and all of the nerves actually kind of radiate from there. So you can really get a lot of sensations there. The armpits. Yes, another one that you may be thinking, oh, now I don't know if I'm going to go there. But for some people, this is a very sensitive area. I'm not saying that you have to go there and kiss it and lick it, but maybe just rubbing and massaging there, just kind of, lightly touching that area and see again how they respond. The whole thing is you could try something and somebody, your partner may say, no, don't like it. And then you just stop. But you may touch something and the person goes, wow, I had no idea that I had any nerve endings of any sort there. I pretty much just put deodorant there and walk out the door. So try that area and see what happens. The fingertips, very, very, a lot of sensation here is what I'm trying to say. Lots of sensation in the fingertips. It feels really good to a lot of people to take the fingertips. You may want to like lightly kiss the fingertips. You may want to suck on the fingertips. Just touch the fingertips with another person's hand. Sometimes just holding that person's hand can feel really good. So try that out. See what your partner thinks. And the inner thigh, rubbing the inner thigh with the thumbs, rubbing the inner thighs with your entire hand, again with some coconut oil, maybe some shea butter if you can get it whipped, helps. But massaging that area, because it is close to the genitals, is definitely going to get some stimulation there. I have one more bonus one because I told you 12, but I want you to try one more, and that is the elbow. A lot of people don't realize there's some nerve endings in that elbow, and they may think, why on earth would I try that? But kissing, sucking, licking on that elbow can feel very good to some people that you're with. So you have 12 plus a bonus or 13 erogenous zones that you probably haven't tried before. I want you to give it a try. See what happens. Ask your partner, do they need more pressure, less pressure? Would they like to play with temperature play? Maybe make it cold or hot. Maybe try a feather. Maybe try something that's prickly and see what happens, because adding new things into your sex life as you go along, and especially as we get older, can be a lot of fun. It can also open up the world to you as far as sexuality and what feels good to you, because we've probably been doing the same thing for years, right? But here's an opportunity to try something different. So I challenge you to try one of these 13 unique erogenous zones this week. And let me know in the comments below what you think about it and what works for you. What do you like? What don't you like? What did you try? And what did you say? Nope, not doing that again. And what did you say? Oh my God, I had no idea that sucking, getting my toes sucked would feel like this. So looking forward to hearing from you. And I will see you next week at thegensexologist.com. Bye.